But that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas.
You know what's the craziest part about that video? Is that she had absolutely zero hesitation with saying that word, man. Like, no hesitation at all. Like, I didn't even catch it the first time I watched the video. Like, she did it, just said it like a black person, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Another crazy part about that video is that it was posted on TikTok, and it stayed up for like over 2 to 3 days. Huh? All of that being said, though, yeah, she for sure got fired from her job. But in some crazy way, her getting fired actually benefited her career, or at least a little bit. Let me explain. So if you couldn't tell by that video, this white lady just said the N-word. She posted it on TikTok, and that shit went insanely viral. Every single person on Twitter has probably seen that video. If you're on the internet, you've probably seen that video. Made big news. Funny enough, the woman who said it even doubled down, which I'm not really surprised about because she said this in the video without any remorse. Like, she wanted attention from it, which Black Twitter gave her, which is what I'm gonna talk about today. See, by blowing this tweet up, Black Twitter actually benefited this woman immensely. Because the whole goal of this video, if you can tell already, was to spark outrage. And she wanted to spark outrage so she could blow up and become a right-wing influencer. Which is crazy fucked up that all she had to do was this and she automatically became a right-wing activist, but the excuse that the right wing is giving for wanting her to be a big, influencer in their whole community is that she got fired for free speech, not because she was being racist, which is the stupidest thing ever. But I mean, you kind of see the people who blew her up. I mean, come on now. I'm not even a political person. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm none of that. I think both parties are screwed. But I don't like when people try to cover up racism, blatant racism at that, with saying that it's just free speech and that she has the right to say that. Yeah, she has the right to say that, but she also has the right to bear the consequences. But she did, because she got fired. But again, her getting fired only benefited her career, because her getting fired for what the right wing considers free speech ended up making her some type of martyr in the right wing community, which has then propelled her to stardom, and now she's on every single right wing podcast that you can fucking think of as a special guest co-star. Even right wing podcasts with black people on it. Yeah, I don't care who y'all boys are. Yeah, I don't know if I can fuck with y'all after this. Sorry if you're a fan of them, but like, come on, bro. We can't allow this. Especially if you've been seeing some of the tweets she's been tweeting, bro. Like, how are we allowing this? Like, this is clearly not free speech. This is just blatant racism, bro. She's like, what? She's over here calling black people monkeys, and y'all trying to say it's just free speech? Come on, bro. Let's call it what it is, bro. And part of me thinks she's doing this just to spark outrage so she propels herself even bigger and bigger. But when you do stuff like this, and you don't actually have a form of substantial content to back up your outlandish acts, you will eventually fall off, which we will see in the next coming year. Because I guarantee you, in about a year from now time, nobody will be talking about this girl. And all the outlandish comments, all the racist shit she been doing will come around to bite her in the ass when she's trying to apply for her job, which she will have to do one day. This social media shit ain't forever, bro. And when you gain your audience out of outrage, you will quickly find out that they tend to leave you exactly how they found you. Quick as fuck. That's also free game to any of y'all content creators, bro. Enjoy the grind. It's way better to blow up slowly than to blow up fast as fuck. I'm telling you, I've done both. This shit takes time, but it's okay to take time because the longer it takes for you to blow up, the longer you will stay on top. I'm telling you this. I've seen it happen so many times. But besides the points I've been making, I want to make another huge point. This is more to the black community. We gotta stop giving people like this a platform. The only reason why this person blew up is because we got outraged and the whites loved it. Now there's a whole bunch of white people trying to start a trend of just saying the N-word on social media just because they feel empowered to do it, which is not okay. I'm gonna just give y'all some free game right here. I'm gonna just put you on to something that a lot of people don't want you to know. 90% of white people already say the N-word. And honestly, me saying 90% is very generous. It's more like 95. And before you turn to your white friend to ask them, they're gonna say no. The reason why they're gonna say no is because they know it offends you. So they would never ever dare say it in your presence, which means they're a real one. At the end of the day, when Mo Bamba comes on, you can't expect them not to say that shit. Look, I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's okay. But at the end of the day, I'm just telling you the truth. And every single white person watching this video knows it's true. Even if they're one of the 5% who don't say it. So this woman and these white people saying the N-word doesn't really shock me, nor does it really offend me because I already know all white people say it. That doesn't mean I'm okay with seeing it on the timeline. No matter what you feel about that word, it's disrespectful to say it to black people. And it's also very disrespectful to say it around black people. It's just disrespectful in general. But a lot of people don't care that it's disrespectful. And they want to say it when they're around their white friends, which do as you please. I don't really give a fuck. But saying that shit on social media when you know there's black people watching and it will offend them, it makes you racist and a bad person. person. I don't fuck with that. And I don't care how people feel about the word. If you consider yourself an okay or good person, you know that you should not be saying that word in public. And it's a big problem that people are just not caring about that factor anymore. And we need to put a stop to that shit. But we also can't platform these type of people. These are bad human beings, bro. I don't care what you say about, oh, it's just a word. You know what that word means, bro. It's the same thing with those white people who always be like, oh, the Confederate flag is a way of me honoring my Southern pride. Nigga, you know exactly what that fucking flag means. Stop playing around with that shit. You're not finna fool me, bro. I hate that bullshit. You shouldn't be saying that word in public, and you shouldn't be saying that word around black people. Most importantly, you shouldn't be saying that word in all true seriousness. But I know that's not gonna happen. So at least respect and honor the first two. And if you don't respect and honor the first two, you are a bad person. And I don't care what you say. That's really it. That's all I gotta say. Last closing remarks, black people, again, just stop giving people like this attention. Because that's all that this girl truly wanted. And y'all gave her exactly what she wanted. Even though that shit's not gonna last. And if it does last, I guess it's hats off to you. Because you tricked us. Monkeys, as you fucking called it. I think, bro, she's a racist ass bitch, bro. I don't care what y'all say. I don't call women bitches no more, man. She's a racist ass bitch. I'm sorry. That ain't a woman. That's a bitch. Alright, we out.